What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am going to review The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 4. Now, I have a little confession to make. So I have never beat The Last of Us 2. I've gotten pretty far in it. So as we speak right now, it is installing on my PS5 so I can finish it, right? Like I can finish The Last of Us 2. It is still one of my favorite pieces in pieces of media that has ever been created. And I've gotten through most of the game so far. So like I still know most of what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna finish the game so I know the whole game so I can I can enjoy the whole game and maybe even review it for you guys because I've never finished it before. And so I can also I can also know what's coming for the rest of I know what's coming for the rest of season 2 because I've gotten pretty far in it. Like I think I'm on the third act of the game, so I'm on like the last stretch. And yeah. So but I know what's coming for the rest of this season. So why I'm beating the game is one, because I just want to finish the game and maybe I'll review it for you guys even. And two, because I want to know what's coming for season 3 so I can do like these game comparisons and stuff like that for you that I enjoy doing on these episodes. So, so with that explanation out of the way, and I hope you guys enjoy these reviews as much as I enjoy making them. This show continues to excel, bro. Like, again, I think this show is the best video game adaptation ever done, one of the best TV shows ever made, and I think the two games are two... I think all of, not all of them, but like Uncharted and this game, and I cannot wait for Naughty Dog's new game, Intergalactic Prophet. That game looks sick. I hope that comes out next year. With all of Naughty Dog's games, like they make cinematic masterpieces. Even if I don't agree with all of the decisions, so I think the games, both of them games, are two of the best pieces of media. I think the show is one of the best shows of all time. I think it's the best video game adaptation of all time. So you guys know how much I love this show, right? And for me, we get to meet Isaac this episode with another returning actor from the game. So Jeffrey Wright, we don't get to see Isaac a lot in the video game, The Last of Us 2, but when we do, he's the leader of the WLF, right? So he's the leader of the Wolves. And bruh, like, here what I like about in this episode, they dive a bit into his past. And like, you find out that Isaac was a Fedra soldier, right? But he wasn't an asshole like the Fedra soldiers were. And so he literally gets out to talk to the leader of the Wolves at the time, and before he became the leader of the Wolves, and literally throws 2 grenades into the Fedra vehicle and says he takes a kid out with him, like a soldier that just became a soldier, like a rookie. And he's like, you have a choice to make. You can either come with me or I can kill you. Right? Because he wants to be... Isaac is a very, very, very militarized person, right? Like, he's very like, you tell me where the Seraphites are, when are they attacking, or... And then, oh my god, the torture scene. So in the game, we don't get to see what the torture scene is. We just see, they just say Um, and that's what I like about a TV show. I hope they do this a lot for God of War when they do that TV show too. They expand on characters, bro. Like Isaac, you know he's an antagonist, but you also know you also get to see why he was an antagonist, and you also get to hear about the life they had before, right? And yeah. So then the chemistry between Bella Ramsey and Isabella Merced as Dina and Ellie, oh my god! Like I'll say this about I think Isabella Merced, and this is the first time I've ever said this with this show. I think Isabella Merced is a better Dina than we got in the game. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I think she's a better Dina than we got in the game because, bro, they change it a lot here. Because they change how, like, in this episode we get the Ellie getting bit to save Dina's life scene, right? And obviously in the show, at least not yet, they haven't introduced spores. I think they said they're going to, but in a very unique way. So they haven't introduced spores yet, right? So they're running away from the clickers in the train station or the underground train station. They still have uh they still have the gate, the push gate that they have to push through, but Dina almost gets bit, so Ellie instinctually pulls puts out her hand like this, and the infected bites her hand. And I like it better here because I like it better here with Dina's reaction, right? Because Dina sees that Ellie gets bit, and Dina throughout the scenes, like we get throughout this episode, Dina realizes that she loves Ellie, right? And they do the guitar scene from the game. Oh my god, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I like it here because Dina doesn't know Ellie's immune, right? So Dina thinks that she has to kill Ellie, right? So they get to like the how the spot where they bunker down, like their head base for like the main part of the game, and or main part of the show, I'm assuming, and then they Dina points a gun at Ellie and says, and then Ellie like does this, hold on, this is not how it looks, I'm immune. And then she's like, I'm gonna go over to that chair, sit down, bandage my arm, and if I effing turn, you can shoot me, right? And then she wakes up like a few hours later, and Dina's like, she has water on his face, so she like wipes her face down, and then Dina has the gun pointed at her, and she's like, Ellie's like, look, I didn't turn. And then Dina and Ellie have sex, which I love that scene because I feel that is better than what they did in the game. Because what they did in the game is Dina, I'm not going to turn. I'm not going to turn, right? They didn't have Dina trying to thinking that she had to kill Ellie. So that's why I think that scene is better, because the scene in the show is better because the stakes are there. Like, Dina thinks she has to kill Ellie, and then since they both love each other, they bang afterwards. They have sex afterwards. And then we also find out that Dina is pregnant, and that's all I'm going to say for now, because I'm not going to spoil ahead of where the show is right now. So, right? But let's talk about the guitar scene. they did the guitar scene, and I love them for it, right? Because for most of y'all that haven't played the game, like at the beginning of the game, Seattle Day 1, where the show is right now, there is like probably the biggest environment in a Naughty Dog game to date. There is a massive environment, and like, yeah, there's a main path, but you can also like get a shotgun. You can go to the guitar store. You can go stock up on supplies, which if you guys haven't played the game, I recommend you do that when you play the game, right? And you can have little interactions and little moments between Dina and Ellie, right? And one of them is the guitar scene, and I'm glad they included it in the episode because it really starts to realize to Dina, hey, I love this girl, right? And yeah, so that happens. That's probably, if not my favorite scene of the episode, my second favorite scene of the episode. My favorite scenes of the episode are the Isaac scenes, even though Isaac is the villain. But these episodes are so good that I'll have multiple favorite scenes of the episode. So, yeah. And then it ends. Ooh, and I saw the trailer for Ep 5 next week. Ooh, boy. If it ends with Ellie going to the hospital to kill Nora, and that's all I'll say. Or to get information out of Nora. And that's all I'll say, because the hospital is one of my favorite moments from the video game The Last of Us 2. So, and I think they're doing a Rat King next week, and I'm very, 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 very excited for it. So, yeah. But yeah, this show continues to be incredible, and I hope y'all enjoy these reviews as much as I enjoy making them. If you have seen The Last of Us, or you just want to talk about The Last of Us and Naughty Dog's greatness and how great this show is, or leave your opinions on this show or the games, I ask that you don't go ahead of where the show is, because I don't know how many people here have played the game and watched the show like myself, right? And yeah, thank you so much for all your support. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for all your support. God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great day.